bago ako umakyat dito. But rest assured, we continue to provide the assistance, welfare, well-being of OFWs is paramount as directed by the President since day one of this crisis. Kami ni Secretary Tess Lazaro ay inatasan. Uh, so patuloy yung effort natin dun sa ating on-site services. Uh, Last nung I'll start off with one figure and then I'll ask Admin PY to pick up from the rest. But yung on-site services, which is yung tulong natin sa mga OFWs on the ground, in terms of basic needs assistance, temporary accommodation, transport kung kailangan may pupuntahan o saan pa man. Last Wednesday sa House, 4,600 ang iniulat natin. Since then, now we have 7,255. Covering the areas, the countries in the Gulf states, and the so-called Levant, Israel, Jordan, and Lebanon. So 7,255 ang bigyan ng basic needs assistance in some form of assistance one way or another. Patuloy yung ating land crossings in each country. As we know, there are limited airport operations in Jordan, in Lebanon, in UAE, and somewhat beginning in Qatar. Meron rin nakakauwing pinopondohan nating ticket from Qatar, and I'll ask Admin P to elaborate later. But otherwise, land crossings, and again, if we could illustrate a map, if you could illustrate a map, there are identified land crossings per country. Hindi ko na dito ko yun pa idodetalyehin ano yon for security reasons. And there are designated adjacent countries kung saan lalabas yung mga tao natin. And on both sides, nakaposition na ang DMW OWA personnel, regular and augmentation personnel. So meron na rin mga lumipad doon to position themselves in the land crossings outside or once they cross any of the affected countries para doon sa kabilang adjacent country, and then from there, lilipad sila pa uwi sa Pilipinas. So if you're looking at Egypt, Saudi, and Oman as the main exit points, lahat yan, as you know, unang-unang lumipad na land crossing was out of Oman and then Egypt, and then the big charter flight ni Admin PY last Sunday from Saudi. Okay? So that's the general idea. Kung imagine niyo yung map ng area na yon, there are certain places na pwede makalipad on a limited basis, UAE, Jordan, Lebanon, and Qatar beginning to open up. But otherwise, everybody, land crossings, Egypt, Saudi, Oman. Okay? Well, on your side, Egypt, Saudi, Oman. Ayan. Kaliwa, gitna, kanan. So that's the general repatriation route strategy that we have. Of course, in line with that, in a similar vein, so meron kang commercial flights dun sa places katulad ng UAE kung saan nag-ooperate ang UAE Airlines. Pinopondahan na natin ng ilang flight tickets doon ng ating mga OFWs. Pwedeng lumipad from the exit points na nabanggit ko kanina at chartering. Okay? So the three main modes, means in which OFWs come home. And in between all of that activity, as I mentioned, the land crossings. So I hope it's clear to all of you how it is done, but no identification of designated points kasi security ang pinoprotektahan naman natin dyan. We continue to be thankful to the host countries. I was in UAE over the weekend at kitang-kita ko talaga ang pagbigay ng proteksyon ng UAE government among other countries in the Gulf sa ating mga UAE OFWs. The protocols are clear. Of course, well documented yung defense systems nila. Pati yung message of protection nando doon. Host country, the UAE government continues to send the message of assurance and protection to our OFWs, and that indeed is very reassuring, and so we continue to be thankful and on this matter along these lines. Gusto ko rin ding magbalita tungkol dun sa cases dun sa Abu Dhabi. Sa UAE, arrests ng tatlong individuals on account of security measures ng UAE government, mainly for documenting certain attack videos and posting them online. So first and foremost, patuloy ang ating bigay caution sa ating mga kababayan na please abide by host country protocols and security regulations. So in this case, pinagbabawal ang posting ng documentations or videos ng attacks. So please refrain or do not video nor post such images of attacks in your respective host country, in this case particularly the UAE. But with respect to the three, I just need to clarify that they are indeed three who have been arrested. We were working closely with Ambassador Ver and the Philippine Embassy in the UAE to provide legal and other forms of assistance. We are also in touch with the families of all three. Merong isa sa kanila, but I think all three of them, have families in UAE. But meron isa sa kanila nakadaupalad ko kanina virtually. So nakausap ko yung family kanina through our labor attaché. So we continue to provide legal and other forms assistance. I'll end there muna kasi ayoko pa muna magbigay ng kulang detalye. But rest assured, we are together with Ambassador Ver and Sectes Lazaro. We are helping because this is this is one of the duties or tasks that we are ordained to do based on the directive of the president. So we are helping our compatriots in this particular case who have been arrested. So I'll end there, and perhaps Admin TY could give a quick report. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sec. Magandang hapon po sa mga kaibigan natin sa media. Magandang hapon to our colleagues from the Department of Migrant Workers and OWA. Siguro simulan ko muna doon sa, and I'm sure you would like to ask, the government-sponsored repatriation that we are doing, no? Sa ngayon, we are nearing already 1,200 government-funded repatriation tickets and post-repatriation, no? So, kumbaga yung kompletong services, including yung repatriation. So, as we speak, we are using, of course, chartered flights and commercial flights. Today, we have 6 commercial flights coming in. Some have already landed of different government purchased repatriation tickets for our workers. And so we are expecting in the arrivals from yung ating mga kababayan na tulong-tulong nating itinawid mula Bahrain papuntang Saudi Arabia at ngayon ay darating na dito sa Maynila. This is the second batch from Bahrain. Meron din po tayo na ine-expect na dumating na first batch mula sa Kuwait, no, na kinross natin from Kuwait also. For your for context, Kuwait to Riyadh is around 10 hours. of travel, and also may mga protocols dun sa land crossing, no? So tulong-tulong po kami, one country team of the Philippine embassies, the Department of Migrant Workers, our Migrant Workers Office, and our OWA team na ginagawa ang lahat para magawa ito. Ngayon, as directed by our president, no? And both the Department of Migrant Workers and OWA are also, of course, preparing for the next set of charter flights, no? And I can speak on the part of OWA when it comes to the charter flights. We are expecting mga kababayan natin from Bahrain, Kuwait, and Qatar. And also, I think a batch from Israel will also join this charter flight. And sa utos po ng ni Presidente at saka ni Sec Hans, ay magdagdag pa kami ng personnel on the ground dahil yung ating mga kababayan from Kuwait, from Bahrain, from Qatar ay kailangan po nating i-assist and to make sure that they're able to be able to transition and travel to Manila safely. I will be flying to Riyadh this week to make sure that our preparation for the next charter flight of our workers ay smooth dahil mas marami pong last time, mas marami po yung mga distressed workers natin from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Ngayon sa second charter, mas marami po ang manggagaling sa Kuwait, Qatar, and Bahrain. So we need smooth coordination po mula sa ating mga kababayan. Patuloy po tayo sa pagbigay ng post-repatriation assistance. Ibig sabihin po, ang gobyerno din ang nagpo-provide ng mga domestic flight tickets para sa ating mga returning OFWs, pati po yung kanilang temporary hotel accommodation, at syempre po yung meals assistance nila. On-site, nasabi na po ni Sec, ang assistance na binibigay ng pamahalaan para sa ating mga kababayan. Siguro simulan ko rin na ito naman ay matagal ng programa ng DMW at OWA, pero ngayon ay nakatutok talaga tayo doon sa reintegration assistance para sa mga kababayan nating bumalik na base sa aming pag-uusap sa kanila ay nagdesisyon na magstay dito at magsimula ng negosyo, mag-upskilling or mag-training para makahanap ng ibang mas magandang trabaho dito o abroad. Marami din tayong mga kababayan na bumalik na nagsasabi gusto nila mag-abroad pero sa ibang lugar naman. So I think the Secretary later will mention about the NRN that we are doing, the National Reintegration Network, at kami naman sa OWA ay kasama dito sa effort na ito.
Siguro completely agree with all of that. Of course, madagdag ko lang yung role ng other agencies. So as you know, this is a whole of government approach na inatasan ng Pangulo since day one. So DOH, DSWD, TESDA, nakikita nyo naman sa airport sa Lubong. But also, of course, the DFA, Sectes Lazaro and her ambassadors and consuls general at the posts. So we are in full partnership and coordination with them on the ground, all the ambassadors and consuls general. But also let me mention the Department of National Defense, Sec Gibo Teodoro, has been tasked by the President. Indeed, indeed we have been fully coordinating with Sec Gibo about the security situation on the ground, especially with respect to the charter flights. So rest assured, we are in touch with the respective defense attachés with respect to these matters. So I just like to add that the whole of government approach that had been directed by the President since day one, I should say, goes as far back as October 7, 2023, dun sa paglusob ng Hamas sa Israel.